On an unseasonably cool afternoon here in the desert Southwest, the roof is open, and it's time for football at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. He stiff arms him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. You talk about this Lions defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Back out of the gun here on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Love. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Cardinals in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll throw once more with Beck. Wilson's got it complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's good.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to pass. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Beck looks to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Makes the score Cardinals.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Look at this Arizona defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over.
Down the left sideline.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself. I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They run over center with Benson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Here's Beck. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Makes the score Cardinals.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Goff. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marvin Harrison Jr., 74 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On play action, back. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Going to the air, back. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on fourth down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal.
A 44-yard
And his kick is indeed good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they can't bring him down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 29.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Beck. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A give up the middle with Benson. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 55 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Lions 7. Jack Fox.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Arizona.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action now. Beck. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On third down, here's Love. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Lions' 33-yard line.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing now, here's Beck. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Goff now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Love again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off the play fake. Here's Beck. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp at all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
2nd and 9. They turn to Love on the handoff. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Beck going to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Dortch. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's Beck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
14.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Gibbs straight ahead. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 3.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The tackle for a loss goes to Kirby Joseph, making a great play.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones.
And now off to the races, down the right side. 90 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Cards, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
After signing his new contract, one of the league's best pass rushers will be getting after the quarterback in the same uniform for years to come.
Black 20! Go, 12, go! Hey, 5! Shell, shell, shell! What's that? We go tonight! Black 20! Hey, 76! 76! 76! 76! Tell him! 76! What's that? Dot! What's that? Here we go! Let's go! Dot! What's that? Here goes the line! 180, Dula! Turbo, Dot! Maverick wall! Wait, Dot! Dot! 180, Dot! Done. 180. Hey, kill, kill. Hey, shell. Shell. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, done. 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 Here goes tonight. 180. Value 3. Value 3. Done. Here goes tonight. Cornell. 180. Turbo. Done. Maverick, map, turbo, here goes tonight. White, super one, super one. What's that? Cut. 180. Maverick wall. What's that? That. What's that?